The people who can stay in the game have the power to reframe. I'm so glad that you're back here with me, man. And we're going to uncover a superpower. I know I have a lot of superpowers, but we're going to uncover a superpower that you can use instantly. And that's the power of reframing. And this is going to get you out of this victimhood, this, kicking the can down the road and life is picking on me. No. You want things to always go your way? They will, as long as you adjust for the way. And the way that you do that is through the power of reframing. And that's what we're going to talk about today. This is how you build mental toughness on a daily basis. You have an outcome, you reframe, outcome, reframe, over and over again. It's just it's a constant evolution, man. And you've probably had situations in your life. How many times have you said this? If I knew then what I knew now, right? And what happens? You just get stuck in that thing. And then you get all pissed off at the person who backstabbed you. Or you get pissed off at the situation because you didn't see it sooner. Let me tell you something, man. It took then to get you to now. It's a good thing. Through the power of reframe. Now is where you have new experience. Reframe. Now is where you have new revelations. Reframe. Now is where you have new insights. Reframe. See? This is where you look at the situation and you can get all snotty and bubbly and I guess bubbly wouldn't be a good word, but you can get all snotty and aggravated, or you can look at that and say, I have new experience. I have new insight. I've developed new connections. See, it took then to get you to now. And that's what you got to understand. See, you didn't just go through. That's what everybody, man, I want to just go through it. No, you didn't just go through. You got to grow through it. And the way that you do that is by leveraging the power of reframe. Reframe keeps you in a constant state of reinvention and out of this mindset, victimhood of regret. So you take the lesson and you just reapply it. This is why I say people who can stay in the game have the power to reframe. You just reframe it, constantly reframe it. What am I seeing? Outcome. What does this look like? What does this mean? Reframe. What's the pattern? Reframe. What's the one thing I can apply right now? Reframe. How can I apply it productively? Reframe. That's the power of reframing. The power of reframing is you're not attaching a narrative to it. Because the narrative that you're attaching is negative. You're not doing that. You refuse to do that. Reframe, 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 reframe. What's the pattern? What can I use? How can I apply it? I see this happen all the time with salespeople. They'll be on a heater. They'll have a hot hand going, and then the tables go cold, and nothing is going their way. If they offered to buy it for the customers are still saying no. It's because they're just constantly reframing. They're constantly framing, or they're not even framing. They're using the frame that they've always been using, and they just stay lame. And this is why you get the poor results. And this not only applies to salespeople, man. This applies to people in life. It's because they're using an existing frame over and over and over again. They're wearing that shit out. And this is why they're getting poor results. Reframing is your superpower, man. It is. And it's not that, you're being Mr. Positivity all the time. It's not that you're ignoring whatever the situation is. It's not that you're being Pollyanna, stick your head in the sand. No, you're just finding the usable parts. You're not ignoring it. You're actually being more courageous. Because while everybody else is turning to one another and in this posse and talking about, the injustice of it all, and man, if I were you, and everybody you're talking to there is in the same low-grade state. Why would I talk about something that I don't want to continue to have happen? And so the way that you get out of that is through the power of reframe. You just reframe it. You find the usable parts, and you apply it, and you move forward. Now, let me tell you something about some of those usable parts. Some of the things you're going to look at, and you think they were a waste of time. They're not. These are what I call shelved experiences, meaning that you shelf these experiences. They're not usable right now. Today looks like a total waste of time, but you shelf that experience, and then decades later, bro, a situation comes up. Everybody's standing around, don't know WTF to do, and you pull that shelved experience. You're like, man, about 10 years ago, I went through a similar situation, and this is what we did. It took then to get you to now, and everybody's looking at you like superhero. Everybody's looking at you like, oh, my God, he's so courageous. He's so smart. No, I just constantly reframe. This is how people are intelligent or witty and always seem to, get back up. It's just reframe. What can you use? Apply it. Move forward from there. Let me tell you something about reframing. Reframing, you're in a constant evolution. You're in a constant state of growth. You will not let complacency set in. What's the three things I always talk about? What's the three things that we all go through? Uncertainty, adversity, and complacency. And with the power of reframing, I can handle the adversity. I can embrace the uncertainty. I don't let complacency kick in. Through the power of reframe. It's constant. And if you learn to reframe, and bro, let me tell you something. You can do this immediately. It ain't next Monday. It ain't at the first of the year. Reframe right now. What can I use? No negative narrative, no narrative to it, because that's negative. What can I use? I mean, like fierce, rabid dog. What can I use? This reframing, man, is going to boost your confidence. Because you're constantly just reapplying it. And you're going to catch that wave. And things are going to come in line with you. And you're going to be like, poo. And then you just, dude, your chest is huge. It's Arnold big. He's got a new book coming out too, Schwarzenegger. I can't wait to read that one. I think it comes out this week, actually. Depends when you're listening to this. All right, so this is what's going to boost your confidence, man. This is what's going to keep you in a constant state of evolution. And this is what's going to separate you from everybody else. See, you can't have exponential results by hanging on to everybody else and be a part of the herd. You got to be that oddball. You got to be sometimes the Lone Ranger. You got to be the one that gets out in front of everybody else where everybody else is saying, bro, are you crazy? No. I just reframed it. All right? Now, before I get out of here, I almost forgot. Let me give you a few takeaways, man, because I like to give you some actionable steps, man, that you can use. I don't want you to just feel good and, yeah, let's get it. No, I want you to use something. Number one, how to reframe. Do a daily reflection. Some people like to do it in the evening. I don't. By that time, I'm mentally brain dead. If that works for you, fine. Do a daily reflection at the end of the day. I like to do a morning prime. This is where I take from the days before, and I say days, plural, because all throughout the day, I'll record in my notes memo app what's happening, and I talk these things through. Not only does this help me communicate, this helps me unpack my thoughts. I capture the emotions, I capture it in the moment, and then I come back to it when my mind is most fresh in the mornings, and I unspool those thoughts, and that's my reflection. Then I put it on paper, and writing it is so important, man, not typing it. Writing it is so important because it causes you to have to pick the pen up and think about it, because you don't want to write a bunch of extra and your time is limited. So I have to pick the pen up, really think it through, then put that pen to paper. All right? So some sort of daily reflection is so important for you. Number two, how to leverage the power of reframe. Detach from the setbacks, man. Detach from them. It's process. It's not personal. Always keep it a process. Failing is a process. Failure is an identity. So you just find the patterns. What's the lesson here? How can I use the usable parts? Number three, stay the course, man. This is why part of planning, I plan my meals. I plan what I'm going to wear today. I picked this out yesterday. I hope you love it. But I think planning for those two things is important, but also planning your future, man. What's your future look like? I have by the time I'm 61, so I have an 11-year outline, but my usable script that I bang on every single day is up to age 55. And so I have a cadence. These are the metrics that I need to get to. And the way that I align myself with that, I don't know when some of these breakthroughs are going to, because some of them are pretty damn big. But the way that I get there is just by aligning myself with the 6 daily checkpoints every single day. Those align with my future self. And that way, things will kick into gear. So this is how you stay the course. You know where you're going. Don't know when it's going to ultimately come. And then this is why I coach on the 6 daily disciplines. It's so simple, man. Life's not easy, but you can make it simplified. Toughness, mental toughness is not easy, but I help you make it simplified by bringing you these messages. Just stay the course. And then the last thing is, man, celebrate the growth, okay? But I say celebrate, check the box and go on. Don't have a damn parade. Don't turn and tell everybody what you've done. Because I don't want what you've done. Don't let what you've done be the greatest thing don't let what you do be the greatest thing you've ever done. Let me say it like that. Don't let what you do be the greatest thing that you've ever done. So whatever you've just done, I said that wrong. Don't let what you've done be the greatest thing that you ever do. Don't let what you've done be the greatest thing that you ever do. How many people, the Uncle Ricos of this world from Napoleon Dynamite, they're 50 years old and feel like they can still get an alignment stance. I'm 50, man. I can't pass block no more like I used to. In my mind, I think I can. The youngsters would run all over me, man. But that's what happens. People get these 50 years old. I can still do that. No, you can't. No, you can't. They get stuck. Don't celebrate what you've done in the past. Great. It's great accomplishment. Hooray. Next. All right? Because there's so much more for you in life. All right? Keep it simple. Keep it moving. Never settle. Stay tough. Let's get it.